Okay, friends, look at this view. I tried to come up here yesterday morning for this, but it was fogged in. I think this is our only clear morning for a week or so because it's getting hot inland, which pulls in the coastal fog. Sorry, a crow just flew really close to my hands. But there it is, San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. We're going to be exploring Alcatraz in the distance. We'll be exploring the Golden Gate Bridge a lot more. San Francisco. Welcome to San Francisco. I'm at the Overlook and Marin Headlands because in the fall there are so many hawks that fly overhead on their migratory routes. There's the bridge. Let's just capture that on photo. So looking over towards the Golden Gate Bridge and beyond to San Francisco is such a beautiful, beautiful view, even though the morning's a little hazy. And I've been thinking a lot about what to share with you that's close to home. The Golden Gate Bridge is very close to home. And so I thought, well, I'd start up here and then work my way down. We'll take a walk across the bridge. Just beyond the South Tower is this wonderful area. One of my favorite, if not my favorite area of San Francisco is Crissy Field. And it's right there, and you can walk for a good few miles and beyond over there. And I thought I'd take you on that walk down south of the bridge. That's Baker Beach down there. And there is so much to see. And we'll come out here sometime too when there's fog. It's pretty amazing when the fog is rolling in, but not when it totally blankets everything like it did yesterday morning and everything was just sort of dull. Actually, it is still pretty spectacular even when it's dull. It's really cool because this is all national park land. It's known as Golden Gate National Recreation Area, but I found out recently it's also considered Golden Gate National Parks, because there's so much to it, so vast. So let's explore it together. There are a lot of bicyclists that come up here, and I don't blame them at all. These views just cannot be beat. You can hear them behind me. But they've just been regularly coming up and going back down. A lot of them are pausing to take photos of this view and then head back down. What a way to start your day. The photography, I've just been practicing some bridge shots and cityscape shots with my camera, and it's a little difficult because the sun is just a little too bright. It's a challenge. It would be preferable to be out here like before the sun rises, which I've done a number of times. I wish I'd realized that we were not going to have fog today. I could have gotten out here. The sun's rising about 5:15 right now, so I could have gotten out here probably around 4:30 to set up, and still worth it and still beautiful. Sutro Tower there. Let's see if I can. Iconic radio tower there. Golden Gate Bridge is beyond. Golden Gate Park is beyond in that area. There's a building, you probably can't see it too well from here, Kaiser, San Francisco. We call it Kaiser Gary. I used to work in the emergency room there. And down there, that big building at Land's End is the VA hospital in San Francisco. Just wanted to show you Land's End. There's some really fantastic hiking along those cliffs. I think Robin Williams had a house right about there, and we could pass it sometimes. He also lived here in Marin County. He had a house, which is where he died, in Belvedere, a really particularly beautiful part of Marin County, which is really saying something. Just pan. Golden Gate Bridge is that Golden Gate Park. Golden Gate Park is that area that grassy green area right between the houses, the Sunset and Richmond District houses of San Francisco. Golden Gate Park reaches all the way down to the coastline. Baker Beach, Sutro Tower. Golden Gate Bridge. Alcatraz. And a very, very, very bright morning sun. I just noticed this tunnel, which is right there next to where I was parked, will take me to Hawk Hill, where I guess maybe I've never been before. But the view's supposed to be spectacular, so let's go take a look. It's not too windy either, so you should be able to hear me. Out the other side of the tunnel, it's glorious. More tunnel, I guess, up there. There's home, Mount Tam. Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco is that way. But we'll see about views this way. Hawk Hill. I have a burning need to learn all the different raptors by sight. So I think I'll take you along with me on that educational journey. This is a former World War II battery. We'll go into the history of this sometime. I don't believe that they were ever necessary, but we've got them all over these hills. That might be interesting to visit one day, all of the different batteries that are set along this coastline here, just here in Marin County, near San Francisco. Gosh, I read that just now that this land was just about developed. But in 1972, the development was halted and sold to the Nature Conservancy and then transferred to the newly formed Golden Gate Recreation Area. 85,000 acres, 70 miles from northern Marin to southern San Mateo counties down there south of San Francisco is San Mateo. It's the country's largest national park adjacent to an urban center. Love it. Just a sneak peek of the Golden Gate Bridge from here. We're at the end of this Hawk Hill Trail, I think it was called. Hawk Hill Trail. But we'll go up. There were some stairs leading up, so we'll head up to see what those views look like. I'm curious. Bicyclist paradise, that road. Sticky monkey flower. My daughter taught me about this one when she was a camp counselor. It's sticky at the end. You can put it on your skin or on your clothes and it'll stay. That's what I'm trying to do, but it's not working very well right now. Okay, let's go to the top of the hill. Ah, bummer. It's closed for visitor improvement, for rehab. So, okay. We can't go up there. I can see how that would be a perfect spot to look at San Francisco and the Golden Gate Bridge. But not today. Here is an illicit trail leading up to that overlook over there. I think we shall illicitly attempt to go up it. Another view of Land's End and the VA hospital. Ah, but no Golden Gate Bridge. Ah, but there's an opening up here in the fence. Looks like it's not possible over there, but there have been some determined hikers. So let's go a little further, who have paved a trail. But still, no, that's as far as we can go, I think. I think there still seems to be a possible way. I've got to be careful of poison oak and rattlesnakes. Oh man, the poison oak is really thick right here. All of that rusty green yellow glowing right now in the sunlight. Poison oak, very close to my leg and my shoe. I think that's as far as we can get. Rattlesnakes didn't hinder me. Closed signs didn't hinder me. What else was there? Unpaved paths that are unsanctioned didn't hinder me, but poison oak hindered me because there's a lot of it. I don't react. I think it's because I'm part Native American. I don't react hugely to it often, but I also don't make a practice of going to wade in it, which is what I would be doing right now. There will be so many more views for Golden Gate Bridge for us, and it will be wonderful from all angles. Maybe even from Alcatraz this summer. It's part of the National Park System Service. National Park System, National Park Service. All of the above. Anyway, this has turned out to be an amazing hike with gorgeous views. Thanks for coming along with me. It begins it's an introduction to the Golden Gate Bridge and the Golden Gate area, which includes the Marin Headlands on my side of the bridge. So we'll explore it some more and try to include hikes and history and birds and flowers and sounds. The only thing I think it won't include are the smells, unfortunately, but I'll try to, when they're particularly luscious, describe them well. As I head back to the car, I have a tip for you. When you come to San Francisco, I think so many people stay and do the touristy stuff in San Francisco, which could take weeks because it's a really great city. Small, but beautiful, historical, walkable, and really cool. But I think if you're going to make the trip here from someplace far away, I think that you do yourself a disservice if you don't come to Marin and the Marin Headlands and explore. Explore the city of Sausalito, which is the southernmost city, town in Marin and really close to the bridge. And explore. Take a bicycle ride across the bridge and come into Marin and come up to some place like this where you will get fantastic views of the city that you've traveled and planned to visit, and you're now here, so it will add to your memories of this adventure. Back to the car. It really did smell pretty bad in there. San Francisco, you are beautiful. A lot of times we only hear about what's bad about San Francisco, and there is a lot going on, and it is not great. Oh look, there's the Golden Gate Bridge behind me. Let's take a little picture. But there's so much that is, and it is always worth a visit. Always. I never thought I'd be a San Francisco apologist, but I think I am. Super bright, but it's still perfect. Gosh, look at that. Coming down from where we just were, you can hear the traffic more on the bridge. And I like this view. There are two ways to think about this shot, I think. I can think, oh darn, the bridge is obscured by the Marin Headlands right there. Or I can think, how gorgeous to have the Marin Headlands in the shot too. I think that's the way I'll think about it. So, as an observer of people, the young man that was just finishing up taking photos of the bridge, it was interesting because he and his young lady, were out as long as I was, and she just was interested in taking selfies with him with the bridge in the background. And as soon as she was done with the selfie, she was back in the car, and he stayed out to just get some photos of the beautiful scene before us. And I'm thinking, that doesn't quite bode well for that relationship. If one is very, very interested in nature and the other is very, very interested in herself. Just an observation. We have just one more spot, Battery Spencer, the closest spot on the Marin side. Hazy but gorgeous view. Right here next to the bridge, Battery Spencer after all. You can actually go explore that whole area overlooking the Golden Gate and the Pacific Ocean. Interesting history. But today we're headed for views of that. Ooh, this bench would be a great picnic spot, a great sunrise spot. Noted. This will let us look down on the bridge too, which is good and fun. Here's a look at the battery from above. You can see how it looked out to the Pacific Ocean and to the bridge and to the Land's End portion of San Francisco. There are the headlands where we just were. Oh, I do want to show you this. This is 101, Highway 101, and that tunnel we have to get through to get home from San Francisco or this area. I'll be going through it shortly. It used to be called the Waldo Tunnel, and now it's called the Robin Williams Tunnel. Ah, look what love has done. It has brought the locks of love from Paris and has started the trend here. I didn't know this was here, but it looks like it's been around for a while. Oh, look at that. It's gone all the way over there to where the people are, and it's causing the fence to droop and droop and droop. I wouldn't be surprised if, like in Paris, they take them down eventually. We need to work on our romance, though. These are not nearly as romantic. They either don't have messages at all, or they're not very original or romantic. But the bridge is.